Welcome back for Season 2 of What If Harry Potter Was in Star Wars. I'd like to firstly say a massive thank you for helping the channel reach 1,000 subscribers.
Thank you.
In return, I'm starting off Season 2 of this What If earlier than I had planned. If you haven't seen Season 1, definitely go watch that first, as this series is going to carry straight on from that one. Link to that will be in the description below. The voice of Qui-Gon Jinn echoed through the meditation chamber, as Harry and Yoda listened intently. Qui-Gon hadn't been able to gain too much information on the wizarding world, but knew that what was once Dumbledore's army had been growing stronger. But without the help of the Jedi, they were no match. Furthermore, he sensed a different threat, one distinct from Voldemort, but a worthy ally. Before Harry could ask any further questions, Qui-Gon disappeared, leaving Harry grasping at thin air. Harry knew that when Voldemort saw him, there would be no holding back. It would be a battle to the death. Looking up, Harry finds the bearded Jedi Master of Obi-Wan Kenobi. With Anakin still recovering, Harry and Obi-Wan head for the Jedi Archives, intent on searching the galaxy for Harry's world. But again, like Camino, it did not appear on their records. Someone did not want it to be found. And this time, there will be no bounty hunter to be tracked down. But perhaps, another world of magic users may be able to assist them. With no other paths to follow, Harry and Obi-Wan head for the planet of Dathomir, where the Jedi maintain cordial ties, compared to what Dooku ever had. Eventually descending through the red haze, Obi-Wan was surprised to find Night Sister warriors pointing pikes in his direction. Obi-Wan had thought Dooku and Grievous had ripped the place to shreds, but Talzin and Ventress had managed to feed off the magical core of the planet, and stage a return. From the red haze emerged Asajj Ventress, with Mother Talzin by her side. With a wave of a hand, the warriors lower their pikes, as Obi-Wan and Harry are allowed into their new makeshift base. Inside the base, the Night Sisters are quick to thank the Jedi for the fall of Sidious. Even if Grievous was still lurking in the Outer Rim, he wouldn't be a threat without the leadership and direction of Dooku. Eventually, conversation turns to why Obi-Wan and Harry had arrived on Dathomir. Outlining their issue of the untraceable magical civilization, Mother Talzin leads them to a small cauldron, and uses the magical core of the planet to extract a scroll, entitled The Missing 38. Handing it to Obi-Wan, he finds himself recognizing a lot of the planet's names, along with their coordinates, having heard of stories from Grandmaster Yoda. Yet on the number 39, Harry's world was missing. With a swipe of her hand, Talzin unveils the coordinates. No wonder the Jedi did not have data on Harry's world. It was far away from anything meaningful. Getting supplies from Coruscant would be a total nightmare. Taking the scroll from Talzin and Ventress, the duo requests for the Night Sisters help in fighting Voldemort, but the Night Sisters would stay out of it, as there was no Sith involvement. Their primary focus for now was rebuilding what was once a feared clan. Bowing goodbye, Obi-Wan and Harry head back to Coruscant. Arriving at the council chambers, Obi-Wan places the scroll in the middle of the chamber, as the other members gather to inspect the object. No starship currently had the range to reach such coordinates without refueling, and with no worlds with civilization nearby, this made travel nearly impossible. However, Harry and Obi-Wan both knew of a genius mechanic. Allowing the council to inspect the scroll further, the duo head for the Jedi Temple Halls of Healing, where Anakin is sitting up and impatient to get back to his Jedi duties. When a Jedi healer finally arrives to release Anakin, the Twi'lek urged Anakin to have ample rest for the next few days. Obi-Wan sighs, knowing the exact opposite of that would happen. Anakin was no good at sitting around. Upon hearing of a new type of ship needing to be developed, Anakin sprinted at full speed towards the Jedi Temple hangar. Closely inspecting several of the experimental vessels, Anakin noticed that the majority of the vessels were fueled by piragium fuel, which was infamous for its lack of reliability. Perhaps this was the root of the issue. Looking through other fuels, Anakin knows that Rhydonium was far too explosive, and anthracite was too rare. However, oil was a substance rarely used for fuel, and in abundance. Using his Muggle knowledge, Harry points out that oil has never been able to travel this distance required for this journey, but was fairly reliable. A new type of fuel is required, a combination of Rhydonium and oil. Anakin contacts several of Coruscant's most advanced industrial sites, and then heads back to his room, contemplating this new task. Meanwhile, the council have just finished inspecting the scroll, as Obi-Wan and Harry walk back in, with Anakin's proposal for a new type of fuel. The council exchange pensive expressions. Not only was such a development a drain on the Republic's resources, but many of the worlds containing the substances were not Jedi friendly. Whilst the Republic senators were doing their best to clean up the mess caused by Palpatine, it would be a slow process. Suddenly, Harry collapsed to the floor, grasping at his scar in pain. Voldemort was happy. That is it for episode 1 of season 2 of What If Harry Potter Was in Star Wars. If you'd like to see episode 2, please like this video, and if you're new to this channel, subscribe for more tips. And as always, leave a comment on what if you'd like to see next. Thank you very much for watching, and see you next time.